beginning of 2v2 championships. Crowd, let them know what you feel right now as we get in the very beginning of this.
Let the roars come out. I know you guys are excited for this. We are underway. I love the character picks. We got the Orion, we've got the Dawson, and then we've got another Street Fighter character over here, and then we got the Onyx. This is gonna be big time. We already have a big time scrap in the middle of the stage to start this.
And look at the way Boomie's trying to grab center stage control, constantly staring away, trying to enable Snowy to play that front line like you were just alluding to a little while ago. And that's a big punish right there. He's trying to go for a neutral light and instantly doubled up as they get the first stock.
What was so clean about that? Snowy hovered right over Boomie's head, gave him the coverage. That is what you call teamwork at its finest.
And they were able to get a coordinated strike on the Godly shortly afterwards, and you said it perfectly. Teammates at its finest. They have been working so well, and that damage continuing to rack up. They haven't been able to safely approach like one time, and that's with the weapon lineup they have with the spear here and with the gauntlets, but Godly is gonna go, Godly's gonna go ahead and find Boomie, but Boomie refusing to let that one go.
Boomie would not let it go, but gonna get caught by the Yoga Flame. This match is already fire. I'm loving what I'm seeing from both teams, but look at Godly. He's definitely damaged pretty tough right now on his second stock, so they're really gonna have to look for the KO. Oh my gosh, he almost got taken out. They're gonna have to look for the KO on Snowy and try to even this thing out before he loses that one.
You're exactly right, because Godly is so deep in the red, and Snowy only just finally losing that one there, playing right in the center of everyone and refusing to get hit over and over, and there goes Godly, Zip.
There it goes, there it goes. This is a lead for the red team. They're doing exactly what they want to do, and they're holding down the stocks, and they're putting on damage. Look at this, putting on more damage on the Godly. They're gonna chase him off on the side. No, okay, teamwork. Godly getting protected by Fozey.
Well, and I was about to say, Snowy doing the same thing. Fozey and Snowy have been there to constantly break up combos, and that dare actually helped because it kind of keeps Boomie from like approaching, bounces him out, reduces knockback, allows him to do what he wants. But Boomie has now fallen to the last one. All parties involved are basically even because Snowy is going to potentially fall soon. That weapon toss down. Are they going to find Godly? Godly's not going to find the wall. And the American team already moving up here with 3 stocks, comboing Fozey to oblivion already, Zip.
I'm telling you right now, don't go out on the side of the stage with Snowy. He's been doing it all weekend. He's been taking people out. Oh my gosh, the breakdance. Caught him on the down like the weapon toss. Game number 1 for the red team.
Snowy and Boomie having dominant control, constantly separating, getting in there, using a dare to break things up. Fozey was doing a very similar thing, but in a rather curious fashion. Godly was the one who was constantly falling first because they kept getting to him. And whenever they were operating, Zip, they were operating in pairs. If you were hitting Boomie, you were getting hit by the dare from Cannon. If you hit Snowy, you were getting caught by the dare or the neutral lights from blasters. You were never able to safely approach without some type of issue stopping you from getting more.
I'm starting to understand their team comp more and more the more we're seeing it. Boomie plays the ground, covers with those large active hitboxes with the blasters, and then Snowy is floating around over him, and you don't know what to do, because if you come in and you get past those blasters, then he's gonna clip you.
Well, you asked, TK asked, and you shall receive, because the Zariel is now coming out. We're gonna drop the the Orion, we're gonna bring up the Zariel. Zip, let them know exactly why it works so well.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm glad he didn't wait to bring this pick out, because he's been bringing it out on final games, and he's knowing that this is big time pressure. They want to get to that grand final side, but the reason this is gonna work is because the capitalization on these team combos, if they can get something started, the way Zariel pushes you out of position and down low onto the lower sides of the blast zone, that is a scary position, and then they can play off of it with the double gauntlets.
And something they have to figure out too is that damage output, because last game, both Fozey and Godly were sub 400. Godly only did 289 by comparison to the 465 and 506 by Boomie. They have already started off the match immediately by getting to Godly once again.
Somebody stop Snowy. He's so accurate. He is the one getting the efficient KO blows. Every time somebody gets to high damage, here he comes. He's got Godly on the side. Oh my gosh, if that cannon would have hit that recovery.
That was so well placed, but he wasn't able to close it out. There's Fozey though, closing that one out on Boomie, and now they have a power play. But look at the defense from Snowy. Finally gets caught by the Sarah though, when they were able to deal with it, and Fozey still holding on to the first one.
He is still holding on to that stock. He is on red, but I love the way they're playing right now. He definitely gave that one up. I understand the attempt of throwing out that signature. If he would have landed it, we would have saw what I was talking about. He would have shifted his hitbox, and we wouldn't have been punished for that. But he ended up losing that first stock.
And this is such a big moment for Snowy and Boomie if they're able to close it too, because they've teamed with each other quite a bit since the breakup of Sandstorm and Boomie earlier, and they haven't been able to consistently get dominance they've been looking for. It's been Muda and Pugsy. But here today, it feels like that moment, the World Championship on the line, has brought everything out. But this is a very close game. Yoga Flame's gonna go ahead, find Snowy on the bottom, and they're gonna go ahead and try to capitalize, but they have an accidental miscue on teams, and it's gonna be Fozey who knocks out Godly.
Boomie actually pushed Godly into the way of that. I don't know if it was on purpose, but it definitely worked out for the red team. Finally, they get that stock off of Boomie. They gotta make something shake here. Get Snowy out of there, but don't party with them on the bottom of the stage right there. That's not what you wanna do.
You gotta be very careful in those situations. Take a lot of damage for no reason, but that's gonna be one. Snowy's gonna go ahead and fall. Is Fozey gonna fall soon? No, he's gonna go ahead and try and find his way into some more damage on Boomie. They have wasted no time.
Not at all. These guys are on time, and here we go. Fozey's on the side of the stage, but they're not even gonna attempt to approach him. Godly came over, snuck in just in time, and took their attention away. I love what I'm seeing from both teams. Look at this. The more the signatures are starting to land from Fozey, that's where the pressure's getting turned up.
Exactly.
But look, if Godly loses this stock, he's gonna be in a 2v1, and that's a rough situation.
That's why Godly's not able to really commit to much right now. Completely unarmed. That allows them to just go ahead and deal with Fozey. He couldn't really help, and then they get rid of him right afterwards. Fozey can do it if he can get rid of Boomie, but that is a tough task to ask right now.
Especially when you have Snowy covering him. Oh, he gets a sig, but he doesn't leak him over the side of the stage, so it's not going to be the advantageous situation he wanted. He's in the middle of two gauntlet players. This could turn bad, and there it is. It's gonna hurt. It's the worst, and you are gonna lose game number 2.
Oh, they said, you see him, one more, let's go, one more. That's all they need to get that comfortable position in grand finals on the winner's side, trying to send Godly and Fozey down to the elimination side of bracket. North America trying to hold down the defense here at BCX, but can never count out the danger that is Godly and Fozey. As you take a look back at that last match, that incredible double up they had at the end there, Fozey did his best to try and catch Boomie off guard on the left, like you were saying. The signatures were starting to line up, but it wasn't enough damage. And will it be the end of days now, Zip, as we take a shift over to Apocalypse?
Oh my goodness, boy, that's bars. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the part that made everything fall apart was when Boomie pushed Godly into that down signature. When he got clipped by that, he went down to his final stock, and they just weren't able to recover from it. And talk about recovering, he's in a dangerous spot. Fozey gonna make it around Snowy. I'm telling you, Snowy on the side of the stage is the scariest thing possible. Oh my God, Boomie!
Snowy was throwing hands the entire time, unarmed, and doing better. Like, he's playing 3 weapons right now, and that is so dangerous. We have to watch out, of course, for the pressure on the center stage. You can't get up there and try and go help him. Godly switching over to the valve to try and make something shift, but they gotta make it happen fast as they are already so deep in the red.
Man, you're down 2-0. This is gonna be rough. You're coming in here, hopefully your confidence isn't shaken. They're getting some good damage on, but look at how hurt they are. They just can't get a lead. Nice gravity cancel signature. He's gonna hit Snowy, but still not enough to really get this stock out of there. That defense from Onyx is playing a big part.
The outplays on Godly right now have been so huge because the last game he did sub 400 again, and they're just not able to stop him. Fozey getting over to the right, at least, off of that whip, getting you out of some danger, but they do have the red team deep in the red as well. They can even this back up.
Yes, they can. Okay, so, I mean, they're not too far down. Look at how deep red Fozey is. He's the answer. Lands a six, gets both of them. Yes, sir, that is what you want for the blue team.
We said it on Friday, and we say it again today. Fozey has been playing phenomenally on this team. He does fall shortly after that, but he's been able to keep this team in the game, constantly playing enough, usually enabling Godly to go crazy, but they haven't been able to find that spark yet.
They're finding something. This is the best game. This is the best game they played, right? Like, they've been playing on the back foot the whole time. I feel like every round they're trying to catch up, and they're getting good plays, but they've never had a lead. They're losing the lead as we speak, but it's that scramble, man. In the middle of the stage, they're losing that nooch every single time. What a DC.
That was so good because he put him in a position where it looked like Snowy might go try to punish him. So he figured he could just dodge or stay there in that spot. Absolutely not. Boomie's playing phenomenally, but they have Godly deep in the red. Snowy pretty damaged as well. It's not that far off. Will we see a 3-0? It's looking like it could possibly happen as Godly falls.
It's getting close, man, and this is not what anybody wants. Nobody wants to see them lose this bad. But man, I know that the red team's loving. What a save! Are you kidding me?
That was insane! That could have easily helped them to get back in, but Snowy getting in the clutch to keep his teammate alive. They do finally get rid of Boomie. They get rid of Snowy, and we are on 1 stock apiece.
gets the save nonetheless. They have tied the game. Fozey is the most damaged player on the board. Team combo, this is hurting. Yes, sir, this is exactly how you want to start this.
I don't know if you ask your boy to come help you out while you're getting jumped in, he jumps in and starts getting hit too. That's not the way you needed to do that. And they took a decent amount for that. But here comes the dare. Here comes Fozey to go ahead and break that up. Godly trying to get down there. Boomie getting in the middle of everything. Accidentally hitting Snowy, and Snowy taking quite a bit of damage now, Zip.
Oh my gosh, this is intense. Out on the side, Boomie is man, when Boomie's got those blasters, it's so hard to try to come over the top and stop him on the side of the stage. He is gonna come up with that nair. He's gonna block you off and he's gonna get back on. He might turn it around. Snowy out on the side. Fozey coming through to try to close him out. Could not get it. But ooh, oh my gosh, that defense is clutch.
That was so close. And Godly was waiting for it too. They lined him up perfectly. Neutral Zip just it's gonna be enough. EU's hopes not gone just yet, as all they need is one more on Snowy, but Snowy has them both so damaged. All he needs is one mistake from them to get this to a 1-to-1.
This is so close. We are down to the final seconds of game number 3. Will we be seeing a 3-0, or will they stay alive and take this to game number 4?
Godly getting in the way, not being in position to be able to close that out. And that D-line recovery might be enough, and it is! And we are not done just yet for winners finals. We are going to get a game 4 as EU was able to strike and put one on the board.
Look at that, repping the flag. Everybody out there, give it up for the blue team. They're staying alive. We're going to game number 4 in this winners finals. This is the hype we wanted to see. Welcome to BCX.
Alimanto, of course, the statistician of EU, right up in the front, holding the flag. You see, yeah, we see you getting that hype going. They are not done just yet. 2-1 Zip. What was it about that game that just shifted so heavily because they were getting dominated at the start? What was the difference?
The difference was that last stock. Whenever they they cleanly got them out of there, didn't take any damage on their final stocks, and then you started to see there was 2 key team combos, racked up good damage, and then they maintained control after.
Yeah, and also a big thing, Fozey has consistently been improving each game. Godly was slow to the kind of slow to the start, getting back into it. Godly at the end started playing that positional control we've known for him for this whole past year, how dangerous it is. Waits for all your resources to be gone, and then you feel like no decision you make could be correct. And that was with 2 people on the screen, and it was not the end of days. We got a game 4.
And we're back at the end of days. It is back to Apocalypse. They love this single plat, small little stage. This tussle in the middle has been favoring the red team, but I mean, they were able to clutch up, but a clutch is not how you want to win. You want to win with a lead.
Something that has helped a little bit, though. The red team definitely got more, but Fozey's ability to line up those 6 and catch them, trap them in position, has been a little better because they have nowhere to hide. They've been right next to each other the whole time.
Yes, that is correct. And we do have to swap over to the bow. Oh my gosh, Godly pushing him into the Boomie sig and got a team combo onto him.
Godly not gonna be able to get up there quick enough, but of course Snowy getting a quick combo, but they recognize Godly showing up, try to back it off. Both of them, actually everybody keeping the red right now. Snowy not gonna fall just yet. Are they gonna catch him on his way back in? No, they had to, Boomie right away, and that is going to be Godly falling first.
Boomie was so ready with that ground pound. That wasn't even his teammate. He said, thanks for the assist, my boy.
And you got to capitalize wherever the moments come, especially against the second lineup. But it's going to be Boomie falling, and that's shortly following is Snowy. Once again, Fozey starting another game, having the most after the first start.
We got the Val, we got the Zariel. I think they have found themselves. They're playing better than they did in game number 1 and game number 2. They are here. They are alive now.
I like how that weapon toss came in, and they still kept swinging. It's like, that's cute. What you think I'm going to do? We're gonna keep, they kept fighting, and still, Fozey refusing to give this first one away until I talk about it right there as recovery takes it out off the top.
All right, and out on the side, Godly trying to get back on there. Had 2 exclamation marks, but they backed off of him. Fozey came back in. He was going to be able to stop him, so I understand the situation.
Very smart play. Here he goes, go in, break everything up. Even if you hit your teammates, okay, you got that reduced knockback. You don't want to let them continue. Snowy getting caught a bit more on his way down, though. I'm noticing Snowy hasn't been able to consistently land in the middle of a fray and get away with it as much as he was the first 2 games.
I'm telling you right now, they're taking control of the scrambles. I said that the red team was leading the scrambles. Now that the blue team has taken that away from them, they're not getting that double layered offense.
Ooh.
Very good job to take those 2 stocks out consecutively, and the blue team with the first hefty lead of the set.
Exactly, a pretty solid lead right now. Not nearly as damaged. Usually when this moment happens, everybody's pretty close, and they're able to answer back. Godly, of course, has a decent amount, so he's waiting. Go ahead, get that nair, break up the combo, but that did put Fozey into the deep orange.
Yep, he is pretty hurt right now, but look here, I'm looking at Snowy. This is what I want to watch. I like how Fozey is going for him. He almost got taken off over the top, but he did come over and interrupt. Look at Snowy. He's moving around, and he hasn't been able to get something shaking like he normally has. Got the cannon. Let's see what he can do.
I feel like that was the call from Boomie. He's like, hey, re-coordinate, regroup. We need to stay near each other because that's what's always worked. And Godly's going to fall because of that slowdown. Because of that slowdown on 2 pieces, they were able to even everything back up.
This is what we saw in game number 2, but it was on the blue team side. Cleaned them up, didn't take too much damage, and here we are, an opportunity for either team to take this.
And they finish it. The neutral light's coming through for Godly. They got Snowy in disguise. Boomie trying to chase. Boomie's going to go ahead and have to find his way back down to the ground, using that snare to just make sure nobody jumps up towards them. But a very stressful situation for the red team. The neutral stick will take them out, but they have only so many mistakes they can still make.
The ground control is going to the blue team right now. Ground control to Major Tom. Oh my gosh, Godly! He got the dodge. Boomie almost sent him to the deep depths.
That was so close to Boomie capitalizing on a huge moment. Recovery won't take him off the top though. Boomie gonna get himself back down to the ground. Gets caught in the air. Snowy breaking everything out. Right now, Boomie trying to catch him. Snowy just missing, and Snowy falls. And we're getting close to a game 5, but now we have a 1-1.
1v1, who is gonna get it done? Fozey gonna close him out, and we're going to game number 5.
You could not have asked for better to start this off. It is not the 3-0s we want to see. We want to see people make adjustments, and that adjustment coming in big time for Godly and Fozey. Coordinating well, not overextending, not getting caught in a big thing. Godly is now finally playing the game.
He's definitely playing the game because they were taking him out early, but that was that double-layered offense that was doing it. Boomie and Snowy were controlling everything. They were not allowing them to get anything going. But here we go. We're going into game number 5. This is going to be the closeout. Who's going to grand finals?
I honestly can't even guess at this point. This is reverse 3-0 potential right now. Snowy and Boomie have been doing so well all day, but Godly and Fozey have finally waken up, running it right back to Apocalypse. Do they finally stop it? Do they shut this down? Big team combo already for the red team.
Snowy's back. Snowy's back. He hasn't been doing stuff like this in 2 games. He's getting his hits. He's capitalizing off of Boomie.
A good break. Oh, actually, they got a little bit too close to each other. Snowy getting away from that. Of course, that could have been a whole lot more damage, but Godly already a decent amount. Godly's been able to kind of mitigate this position before Zip. Let's see if he can find a way to rebound.
The answer for the red team is definitely stop Fozey. If Fozey can't throw out signatures willy-nilly like that, I love it. I love it. Talk about prime-time positioning. Snowy on the side with the gravity cancel, or was that a pivot neutral signature?
He was so ready off the neutral lights, like, I got you. We're sealing the deal. You set me up. I'm going to go ahead and dunk it in. And right now, Snowy just trying to make sure that Boomie can land safely. Godly, of course, completely undamaged, so he can afford to rush in, but you were so right. They have to find a way to deal with Fozey, who's always had the most stocks at the start of the game.
Yep, he's been holding it down, POP, but what he's also doing is holding down that ground space, throwing out those signatures. But as the set has gone on, look at Boomie. He has stopped his signatures mid-track, I think 3 times.
That's exactly what you need, but Boomie is going to fall. This should be one right here. They miss it, though, and Snowy gets to hold on a little longer.
He's going to hold on to that life a little bit more. I really thought he was done. Went for the recovery. I feel like a ground pound could have got it. Either way it goes, this is still really, really close, but they have got to take him out quick, or at least start putting some damage on the Boomie.
He gets to stay around a longer, too, because Boomie did get that save with the dare before, and then refusing to fall pretty much after. Go for a big chase. Recovery will take him out, though, as everybody's at 2 apiece.
Godly going up there and getting him. That was what he needed to do. The blue team trying to stay alive, but they are pretty damaged, and if anything big hits, it can spell trouble for these guys.
100%. You have to be so careful about where you're positioning right now. Godly trying to control that soft platform. Fozey accidentally setting him up, but it's okay. Nothing led to a knockout in that position. There's that Sarah to back them up. Here's an attempt to try to get Boomie. Boomie gets the dare, though, and now they have taken the lead.
I talked about it at the beginning. Don't challenge Snowy on the side. Boomie said, hey, I got some of those too. Hit him with the downlight with the guns, and then, man, I'm scared, guys. This is two stocks apiece for the red team, and look at how damaged Godly is. If he gets caught slipping, this can be trouble. Oh my gosh, can they clutch this out?
They're gonna need big plays right now, Zip. That's a good lead that the red team has, and you said it at the beginning of the game. Snowy came back. Snowy is back in business. After those last 2, we was getting shut down. It's been all Snowy this game. But Boomie in a very uncomfortable position. Gets in there. Is he gonna go out there after him again? Godly needs to get back on stage. Fozey getting away. Snowy stopping it. Boomie getting sent to the skies, but still not getting knocked out.
That's great for them, for Godly to get back onto the stage, but he did eat a good bit of damage doing that, and they still haven't taken these second stocks off. I like the approach from Fozey right there. He tried to get him, not able to get it. Oh, look at how hurt Fozey is.
Yeah.
If he loses this stock, this is going to be an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, like you said, they haven't been able to get rid of those two just yet. That is enormous because Fozey, even there on that recovery, still not enough to get rid of Snowy. Boomie keeping himself safe. Fozey constantly getting sent off. He can only take so many more.
Oh, didn't land the last hit of the recovery, but the sand from Snowy will do it. Here it is, the last hope for the blue team are diminished. The red team is going to grand finals.
Snowy and Boomie getting the best spot you can ask for here at BCS. Winner side of France, and a popping off everybody. So just, you can see the crowd passion. Boomie believers are thriving. I know Win over there is probably popping off. I'm excited because as much as I love watching Godly, Boomie is just it. He's him. But Snowy coming up here, the two of them have been working so hard to get to this spot, and they finally look like they can have their championship.
Boomie is definitely doing his thing, but I'm telling you, this championship run is on Snowy's back. His cannon play, being in the right spot and making sure that he capitalizes, that's the answer. Look at even that right there. When he almost had that recovery, and Snowy was there to make sure the stock was close, that's what you need. But Sheepy, you guys, talk to us.
We believers, let's go! I am so excited. I was literally popping off right here at the desk. TWK, TK, tell me what you guys think about the outcome of this match.
Man, this was absolutely crazy. The adaptation throughout the set. It was the well-oiled machine of Boomie and Snowy for that early lead. It seemed completely unstoppable. But I know I was talking to TK about this, that Fozey and Godly kind of used that strength against them a little bit, putting out a lot of baits, knowing, hey, you're going to play close to the vest, you're going to have start of team combos, and then my partner's going to be able to come in and hit you both. We're getting 2-for-1s all day.
Yeah, we were getting a lot of that near the end of that set. Just in general, to go over the entire set, man, I think the first game was almost like the end. It was almost all Snowy. Like at the very end of the first game, he absolutely popped off there. I think.